Okay, so this is Bexley Lane. This is where we want to draw our alignment. Um, and I'm using the North Carolina standard. So the first thing that you should do before drawing the alignment is basically lay the path for the tangents. Here I have these lines and the scratch level. This is basically what I want my alignment to follow. So I'll basically connect the ends of these lines. The one thing that I like to do beforehand, is to like use even lengths of these tangents. Let's say let's measure the length for this one. This is 100 feet, right? This is 400 feet. So even length, and I just don't want my tangents to be in decimal. That's something that I do, my preference kind of thing. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Yeah, and that's how I normally do. So we'll go to OpenRoads modeling. So the approach that we will be using is, we'll be going PI to PI with tangents, and then we'll add curve. The advantage of doing this is, when we modify those tangents in the future, the curve will always be tangents to the tangent, right? So you just don't want to be like, you just don't want your curve to be disassociated when you modify your tangents. You always want them to be perpendicular or tangent to the tangents. A lot of tangents in the sentence, but um, I will explain it in a bit later. So we'll go to the first thing that we'll do is, like, we'll need the appropriate label, which is the horizontal alignment label. So if you go here, and we need proposed. So when you look here, the names are so long that it doesn't display the whole name. So you can't tell like which one of these is correct. In that case, you'll go to label manager and then go NCDOT horizontal. And now here you can see this is the label I want. So I'll double click here and that will set my layer, the label active. Then I'll go to geometry. I need to turn on my feature definition. So always make sure this is on and go down. So this is what you will see. You'll have to drop this roadway down, up, and then go to components, click on the ALG component tangent. This one right here. Inside roadway component, alignment component tangent. And always make sure this is turned on. Make sure this is off. We don't want persistent snap on. And everything else is off. And I'll just only turn on the feature definition. So now I will go here, line between points, select these points. You can name this, but I will ignore it for now. And the feature definition is the active, whatever is active is the active feature definition. So I'll start drawing these. Click here. I'm here to here. And done. So the next step is to put the curve in the middle. So I will click on the components alignment component curve and then go to arcs, arc between elements, and simple arc. And the radius, I will be using 500. I would like to trim both tangents because I don't want those to be when there is a curve. And also the same feature definition, whatever is active, and I don't want to name my curve element, my second element. And then, you can see a snap like the teaser of what it's gonna look like. I want this on this side. So I will click once again. It's asking me, you want to trim. That I selected both. So I'll left click again. And now you can see it's done. This is the scratch level that I had. So I'll turn those off. Default, yeah. And so this is alignment. The final thing that you need to do is I have the tangents, I have the curve, I have another tangent, but I need these to be one entity, which is alignment. So to do that, what I'll do is I'll go to Home, Geometry, Complex Geometry, and then Complex by Element. Always make sure you click on the left side if you want your alignment to be going from left to right. You can see, look at the arrow, right? It's going from left to right. If you click here, it's select at the bottom. So click here and then ignore this part. This is just a shadow of what we had before. I'll click on the curve now. And I'll click here. Before doing that, I missed one thing. You'll go to feature definition here and then change this to NCDOT proposed alignment center line. Always make sure you do it. Otherwise, it won't be, created correctly. So now then I'll go to complex geometry, complex by element, click here, click there, and final click here. So I have everything selected here. As I said, ignore these part. This is just a shadow of the tangent. It will be there. And then I'll click outside, left click outside, and then right click. Now you can see there's a color, right? So if you don't see red color on your tangent and this orange color for your curve, then you should know there is something wrong. One thing that I forgot to do before is name this alignment. So if you hover over this alignment, you can see that it says the complex element L, right? It's by default named L. So what I'll do is I'll click on this alignment. Go to home, come on, and properties. Oh. So I will change this name, feature name, to whatever I want. So I'll maybe make it Y1. It's up to you, whatever you wanna name it, and then click enter. And it's done. So now if you hover over this, it will display name as Y1. Okay. And then if you want to display stations, you can go to, I think, the drawing. Yeah, go to drawing production. Generate element. Yep. And you can see you have the, all those PI points, the, beginning of tangent, the beginning of curve, all the curve data, pretty much everything. One thing that you can see, like, the station starts from 0. But if you want the station to start from something else, you can change that, and you can do that by going to geometry, modify, start station. So maybe I want my start station to be 10 plus 0, 0. Then what I'll do is I'll click on the alignment. It says locate element. I'll click here. Distance will be this. I'll just left click, go all the way to the edge and left click. And I want my start station to be 10 plus 0, 0. Left click. And, as you can see, it's changed. It's very simple. You can change it as much as you want, as many times as you want. That's how we do it. I think that's all with the alignments. I hope you like this video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.